Man, peace and love, man. It's your boy OTK, man. Open the knowledge. Uh, man, I don't know. Pre might still slide through, man, but he told me he might have to push it back. I don't know. He didn't text me back to let me know whether or not the time or not. You know what I mean? I know it's Labor Day weekend too. I know everybody with the family got a lot of things going on, man. Uh, but whether he come or not, I still was gonna go live, man, for a little while. Cause I ain't been live in a while, man. See what's going on, man. But give me 30 seconds and I'm gonna start. Got some fire.
A lot of y'all be talking about that shit. Me and my nigga, we really do it, dog. Always keep it real, dog.
Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey, man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey, man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey, man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey, man, you know I keep it 100. Every day of my life, man, I gotta stay 100. That's just how it is when you coming where I'm from. Hey man, I rock my own clothes with my name on my shirt to let everybody know the L is the same and the B is for Blizzle. Yes, I make it snow, but just keep that on the lizzo. My bloodline is filthy, most of us is criminals. The jack of all trades, but the master counting decimals. Sticky situation, so I keep my heat accessible. I'd rather your peeps than my peeps looking pitiful. It's crunch time. Hey man, I do this for y'all. Just in case you didn't know it, man, I die for my dogs. My only fear is counting too much money. The same cats that help me get it might try to take it from me. My deepest fear is goons pulling up beside me, ready to lick shots, pop, pop, and try to blind me. I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. I came from a family where females were go-getters. Granddad was an alcoholic, grandma was a bootlegger. Hey man, that's where I got my hustle. Plus my Aunt Julia was never scared to bust ya. And Uncle Dan, he was a fool. He didn't care about too much. You smoke you too. Taught us that drug dealers didn't last too long. That's why I put my all into each and every song. I see death around the corner. Lord knows, where will I be without Joanna? She helps me focus and keep my eyes on the prize. Man, your boy been hunted. Man, I put that on my life. And I'm just trying to live right. I know goons that was killers that committed suicide. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You can take my breath away, but I'll never sell my soul. And I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie. Hey man, you know I keep it 100.
Man, screen y'all already messing with me, man. What's going on? It's wild, man. They talking about they upgrade. Charging all that money, man, and every time you get on it, man, it's always something. Shit. Make people think it's your internet and stuff like that. You go upgrade your damn internet package and stream y'all still do that. But yeah, man, peace and love to y'all, man. I hope they didn't interrupt the intro. You know what I mean? But let's continue on, man. Shout out to y'all out there. Focus Mind.
Yeah. What it look like, man?
Let's see, you know what it
Real,
is.
man. I feel the same way you feel about
Word.
I just don't want
I
rush,
can't
man. I just want to take it one day at a time.
Me too.
That way we reach the highest point of friendship.
What's the highest
I
point? Let me know.
Then whether you know how far to take this flight.
That's what I'm talking
Word.
about.
Like just jump in the plane and fly and don't know where you're going
Why
first.
not?
Just chill, baby. Just got you.
We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Let's just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you.
See, you don't have to rush. Baby girl, be patient. Anticipation of love making. Got your legs shaking. See, every time I'm next to you, I feel your heart beat faster. But yet you try to hide behind your smile and your laughter. See, money's what I'm after. So all I do is chill. I'm out here on the grind. I'm trying to see a meal. You never seen this good life. Well, come on, let me show you. You never had a real hug. Well, come on, let me hold you. This life I lead is troublesome. You win some, you lose some. You lost one, then gain one. You want some, come get some. See, everything you want, you need, I got you. Even though you don't know me, I don't know you, baby, I got you. That's just how it goes to me. Rather have you next to me, never in front or back of me. You look good beside me, but we take it there. It's some things you need to know. We don't have to rush, baby, we can take it slow.
We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Let's just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you.
Say if you like me, it's what you want. I ain't about games, I'm trying to front. See something that you want, then get it. Ice cream man always deliver, never late. I come on time. Tell me, girl, what's your room size? Sitting here, watch you visualize. I can't lie, see it in your eyes. Fantasize, I mean you all day, all night. Let me strap your seatbelt on before we take this flight. You know I'm helicopter high. Baby, you know I'm on a wide, baby, we can buy. And that's just how it is. El Blizzo keep it realer than all the rest is. And don't compare me to them other dudes. I act a fool, with my tool, lock it down, just for you. You got a man, you can keep him too. I don't want him, I want you. Got a couple friends, but I got a couple too. Just let me know, girl, what you wanna do. And we can keep it on the low, long as you know, baby, just take it.
We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you. We don't have to run, baby, we can chill. Let's just be patient before we take it there. See, you don't really know me, and I don't really know you. Never lived a good life, come on, let me show you.
Yeah. You already know, man. Live and learn, man. Focus minds. What's going on with y'all, man? Just chilling. Let me finish up real quick, man, and let me get this video queued up too. Let's go.
Shout out to the mama chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down just by the sound of her voice. There isn't another feeling inside when they cheering you on at your game and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put them feelings aside. She can't lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes. I need a side of ice cream with Bim's apple pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'ma ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations, our motivation. I just wanna thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all ride for Mama Chief. The dedication, I seen your tears at my graduation. Now look, ma, your boy that made it. You the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah, cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all ride for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
Man, shout out to Mama Chief, man. Howdy, man. Shout out to the dog Drake Cobb. Man, shout out to the Mama Chiefs out there, period. Grandmama Chiefs, great-grandmama Chiefs. Without you, there's no us. You know what I mean? Y'all already know how we roll over here, American Indian, man. Matriarchic society. You are what your mother are. You know what I mean? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You feel me? A little southern thing they used to say down there. But yeah, man, I hope y'all doing all right out there, man. And I hope y'all told somebody y'all love them out there, man. Somebody, someone, or something, man, because they need it. And shout out to the armed forces, those who've been served, those who serving, and those who plan on serving later, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. We got the right free will to walk outside, choose what religion, if we want religion or not, to go left, to go right, choose to be successful or not to be successful, depending on what your level of success may be, or what you consider to be successful, or whatever. Man, been a lot going on inside this environment. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of fire been getting dropped, man. Shout out to Big Bro Back. You know what I mean? Goddamn, Bro Smoke Signal. You already know the Terror Dome, man. You already know. Gladiator up over there. Shout out to Brother Not Shit that's dropping stuff that's out there, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Chief Top Cats out there. Supreme Chief Holiday and Cuddy, them boys still doing their thing out there, man. Just shout out to y'all, man. You know what I mean? Unscrambled Minds doing their thing. Sister Dulcie, she's still body bagging people every day on a daily basis. You know what I mean? She, you know, so if she get a channel, it'd just be the body bag channel. You know what I mean? Off the Dulcie effect. You feel me? Shout out to my sister Sharice, who started school. You know what I mean? That's why y'all ain't been seeing her lately, but she's just getting it balanced out. Daughter started school, plus she started school. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. Talked with her for a while yesterday. You know what I mean? Everything is on the up and up with her. High spirits as always. Man, shout out to Big Dog Philly OG. Another one, you know what I mean, who was there day one with the dog. Shout out to the things he be doing, man, with the growing and the herbal planters and all that stuff like that, man. And just going back to nature, man. Being self-sustained. Building an area that's sustainable for you to be self-sustained. That's what it's all about, man. Because if things get drastic, y'all, if the stores close, let's be for real. If the stores close, what would a lot of y'all do? What would a lot of y'all do if y'all don't know how to plant nothing, and now you gotta wait for it in order for it to grow before you still can consume it? So you're still looking at like a year. So what are y'all gonna do? Huh? You know what I mean? I don't even know who you is, fire sign on air, but you entitled to your thoughts, man. You know what I'm talking about? Everything good. Everything good. And man, shout out to the kick doors in this thing, man. Shout out to the environment. Let's go.
Say I'm hustling and I'm grinding. I'm making moves with my money on my mind, and I can't fall short. No, always.
Man, shout out to all the kick doors, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the environment, man. We all we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Appreciate y'all for kicking the door down for a brother like OTK come through. And oh, dude, you absolutely right, man. Better have some dry, storable foods in the house to hold yourself until them crops available to harvest. You know what I mean? Bags of beans and rice. You know what I mean? Water filtration. You know what I mean? And you got to know the basics. You feel me? But a lot of people don't even know the basics, old dude. Not because they might not know it or might not can do it, because of the area they might be in. They grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Like people who grew up in the city. You know, like a lot of my cousins and them boys. They have no hands-on skills whatsoever. They done been up there too long. They have no hands-on skills. I know I got some cousins that don't even know how to cut grass, man. Good word. Good word. But it's all good though. How your source healing, man? What's going on with your kinfolk? Peace and love, man. Goose Creek up. Gucci we in the other ones, you already know. Man, let me get this video queued up real quick. So let me play it. Got some stuff, man. I got some stuff I can read and all that. You know what I mean? Some stuff I can read and all. But let me get right. As I get right real quick. Let me get some more of this intro. Some more of this intro in real quick. Oh, I need to change the title too. I need to make sure coming in. Shout out. Greenville. Al Poco Dandada. Let's go.
Good news. Dandada.
We sit sideways. You can catch me sitting sideways. There's something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped because I always keep a package on me. Dirty, you get serious niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now. This is my year. I'm dirty, moving coke through the turnpike. These niggas call me Michael Jackson cause they know the dawn turned white. I live the goon's life and move with the moonlight. 100 bricks in the dark to turn the room white. Greenville, we grinding around here, sitting sideways with guns inside the diamonds, hotels. Step your swag up, I only move with smart dudes. And my trap pump more than your heart do. Fish scale, yeah, I'm scarred for life. Slanking bricks in the jungle, I got a Tarzan price. Plus the money longer than the vines he swing on. While y'all niggas breaking buds, we cutting bells with the chainsaw. Dirty, it's the when the cop man called in 15, I go drawn, riding about there. I got them the same color as some dinner floss. Fuck fat fish, scared of the big fish. I'm so ready, you can call my money fish sticks. You can catch me sitting sideways and something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped because I always keep a package on me. Dirty, they get serious niggas die here. Y'all niggas had it up to now. This is my year. Okay. I'm dirty and my eyes sitting real low. And the coupe doors up. like I just kicked the field goal. And hop off in the Tahoe. I blow so much color purple, you can call me Hypo. Y'all niggas can't get close to the dawn. Y'all got more straps than your mom stuck to the dogs. Bloody dollar make the fatal, homie. If I kill you, only way they find you is they gotta cut a couple gators open. I've been gangster since I've been born, and these pussies niggas phonier than a 3-cent coin. I'm a in the game. I blow your fucking head off. Chopper so big that I can pull my fucking leg off. Sitting sideways. I gotta kill the track. I swear to God, I got my white the opposite of black. This game been mine, and y'all trying to get it back. And plus, I love all y'all haters shit. Opposite of track, and I got a red flag, and I got a red hole, and I'm grinding off in China, so I'm getting red though. Fuck a little beaner, gotta whip a red roll. In the inside Rudolph, outside red nose. I keep talking money, you heard I'm dead rich. They mean I got my fish and bread and Jesus fed with. You can catch me sitting sideways in something pretty with the ratchet on me. I stay strapped, so I always keep a package on me. Dirty, it gets serious niggas down here. Y'all niggas had it up to now, this is my year. Okay, homie. Dirty. Now shit's about to get wet. And bullets jumping out the chopper like some motherfucking crickets. Greenville, that's my home, nigga. Dirty Hill. Ain't nothing for a nigga to get murdered here. I'm moving quick fast for this quick cash and keep a package on me like a nigga with a shit bag. Fresh out of jail, so the Don joined the Conway. Hit the runway and holler fam off in Conway. This the Don way, matter of fact the Don day. And I only move 2 blocks like a pawn play. This my day off and don't feel like touching nothing. But I got some cocaine that's jumping like she double dutching. You can catch me sitting sideways, something pretty with the ratchet on. I stay strapped, so I always keep a package on me. Dirty, it gets serious niggas down here. Y'all niggas had it up to now, this is my year.
Yeah. Check him out.
Somebody put me on that smiling, you got me blushing, you got me giggling.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket and choose up to 4 NFL games to watch live at the same time with Multiview. Now only 8 payments of $34.50 per month for new users. Sign up now. Terms and embargoes apply.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is dope tech from Wix. I'm going for it. And after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over, or you can tweak something specific like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website builder.
Grown man.
Introduce yourself first. Introduce yourself.
Niggas know fake rapper. Right. They say you don't got with no fancy prayers and all that shit.
This is crazy work, boy. God dang. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show nothing there, man. Man, maybe they let me show this then. Okay. Man, that's crazy work. Y'all go check this out when y'all get chance, man. This right here is called the Early Jesuit Missions in North America. Prizing in PR from the letters of French Jesuits with notes. 370. So y'all can, if y'all pull it up like this, y'all will be able to just go into certain things, different places. But these ones right here was doing a lot of documentation work, y'all. Your Jesuits, because they was reporting back. They was reporting back. So they all right, so all right, when the Spanish came, y'all. When the Spanish came and said, you know what? Oh, we about to take over this joint. Boom, we coming back with the dumb diversers, boom, you know what I mean? And we coming to terrorize these islands, you know what I mean? They're gonna either convert or they're gonna get dealt with. Either you convert or you get dealt with. That was a model that was already going on over there. From Islam to Christianity. Either you convert or you go. You see what I'm saying? And them wars stem for shit right now to the day, damn near. It's still going on. But so what these French said, since the Spanish came in on some hostility stuff like that, you had the Puritans, you had these Anglo-Saxons that came in through Virginia or whatever like that. They was kind of roguish too. The Pilgrims was more like on the common side, you know what I mean? Because they was Protestants, and they came with their little Geneva Bible, and you know what I'm saying? And King James didn't rock with them. You feel me? So they came over on some other shit to get along with the people, because they saw they was gonna starve if they didn't learn the ways of the land. All right. Now your French, who was coming through Canada way and stuff, what we call it, Canada, okay? They was on some cool stuff too. Like, yo, we ain't trying to do like what the Spanish them doing. None of that right there, dog. We're gonna just try to convert these people too. You know what I mean? Try to get them to believe in our God too. So that's what they did. That's how they ended up coming down to Mississippi. That's why when the Spanish try to come above Florida, or what they call La Florida, when they try to come above that, they got their ass whooped. Excuse my French, but they got their butts tore up. That's why they only stay in that Florida region and in the Caribbean. They try to set up shop farther up the coast in Carolina, but that didn't last neither. So the Spanish colony was only down south, Florida. the Portuguese didn't have no colony in North America. All right. At the same time, now all of these people are over there warring with each other pretty much. And now other ones trying to join sides with the other one to get strengthened. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But they're pretty much at war with each other over there. And it's a race now. You know what I mean? To come to the old world. You know what I mean? Milk and honey. So what the French started doing then is they actually started intermarrying and stuff like that in Canada way before they even came down through the Mississippi. But it came through the Midwest and all that. It was intermarrying inside Canada. You feel me? So once they got down to like Louisiana and stuff like that, down to Mississippi and all that, you got your little Louisiana Purchase that takes place like the 1700s when Napoleon became emperor. So anything that the Spanish, British, whoever had owned at the time, all is now up underneath French rule. All right? You get down or lay down. So what happened is the Spanish Armada, you know what I mean, wrecked off the coast of Florida. This is the beginning age of the piracy in the Caribbean too. But that's how the Spanish lost the war, because they didn't have no more funds. They couldn't even fund their expedition or even fund anything. Because when the Queen's Anne Jewel, I think that's what it's called, the Queen's Anne Jewel was on this ship. You know what I mean? It wrecked. All right. So now you got the Spanish in Florida. You got the French on the West Coast now, Texas, up in that area. They mingling around Texas, Mississippi, Alabama. You know what I mean? Louisiana. They mingling all up in that area. Now, when the British got back in control in South Carolina, the French did come to South Carolina too. Yes, they was here. You know, they even left their little markings downtown also. You know, every time a different type of person that came in Charleston, because a bunch of wars now, that came in Charleston, they left their little marks. From the English to the British to the French. They left their little marks downtown. Downtown, Mount Pleasant, West Ashley, they left their little marks around there. So after the French took over everything, you see a lot of treaties starting to come into play. Deals and stuff like that. But Napoleon didn't last too long as emperor. So a lot of those stuff that was supposed to get fulfilled never got fulfilled. I mean, I don't think I read a treaty that did get fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping the GOAT come up, man. You know what I mean? I want him to keep on. I want him to come up, man. You know. But yeah, y'all. So let me scroll back up and let y'all read this. So this is why y'all gotta know who's doing the writing. So you got the Jesuits that's doing the writing for the French. You got the friars, whatever you want to call them, that's writing for the Spanish. They're in Mexico, the Caribbeans, you know what I mean, Florida. So they're writing back to who they give honors to. Now we got to understand there's multiple kings at these times too. That's over there. You feel me? And it's if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 popes at this time. So you got the church, and then you got the Catholic Church. So they was already beefing with each other with these holy wars type stuff. You know, they had their own problems going on. Who was entitled to the throne? So what they did is split it up. All right, you the king over there. All right, you the king over here. Crazy work. Crazy work. So yeah, this is good, man. This is real good to read. I'm gonna get into this one day, man. But this read is real good because it lets us know about the American Indians that was in Canada and then coming on down. So that's why I say it's good. They got a bunch of letters though, y'all. It's just not one or two. It's a bunch of letters out there from the French Jesuits, from the priors. This is how you gonna find out about the what they call the great book burning, the Mayan culture, where they try to say they took out all the Mayan stuff, but yet the codex remained. You know what I mean? And good thing that remained, or they say that's the only thing remained. But I agree with some people. Sometimes they kept hold of a lot of stuff and made it look like they got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, I definitely agree with that too. When they say something burnt down and all the records was in there, I seriously think they're tripping off that too. I roll with you with that. Big facts. But yeah. So let me see. What I wanted to get into, man. They was just messing with my video just now, and I tried to show something off the YouTube. So that's messing me up now. I think now, what do I want to do now? Do I want to drop into? Let me see. Let me see what else I got right here. Okay. All right. So y'all know what I was talking about, like wills and stuff like that, like how you can find people and stuff like in your family. You might can find the land patents, wills and stuff like that, man. Yeah, some states even had books. Some cities even had books on it. I know Virginia kept a good record of theirs. That's one thing I know. Virginia did real good with their record keeping. Real for real. That's why something else was open. Damn it. Let me try this again. Something else was open. Yeah, I got a couple of let me see it. Let me see if they let me play this right here, man. Let's get into this Indian business, man. I'm talking about. Let's go.
Little about the Black Choctaw Indians. Let's uncover their incredible story together. The Black Choctaw tribes survived the brutal Trail of Tears and settled in Louisiana.
And with Native American, shit, I ain't see this before. Shit, she might even turn around and say they black because they got African in them. I don't know. Dodge the hijack. Let's see where she going at with this.
Culture and fierce community spirit. They continue to preserve their language, traditions, and history. Join us as we celebrate the legacy of the Black Choctaw Indians. Like, subscribe, and let's keep exploring together. Have you ever wondered about the complex origins of the Black Choctaw Indians? The Choctaw tribe, a group of Choctaw Indians, is centered in Slidell, Louisiana. They are descendants of the Choctaw people who were part of the 5 civilized tribes and were forced to relocate during the Trail of Tears. The Choctaw tribe is also known to have descendants in other parts of the United States, including 29 states. The Choctaw people, including the Choctaw, were originally mound builders and had a rich history in the southeastern United States. They were known for their agriculture, fishing, and hunting, and they also practiced sports that often replaced war. Forced relocation. In the early 19th century, the Choctaw, along with other tribes, were forcibly removed from their lands during the Indian Removal Act. This resulted in the Trail of Tears, a devastating journey that led to the deaths of many Choctaw people. The Choctaw tribe in Louisiana. The Choctaw tribe in Louisiana are descendants of those who remained or returned to the area after the removal. they continue to maintain their tribal identity and culture. Hurricane Katrina and community preparedness. The Chata tribe in St. Tammany Parish has been actively involved in community preparedness, particularly after Hurricane Katrina. Chief Elwyn Warhorse Gillum of the tribe developed a program called the Community Preparedness Response Network, CPRN, to assist low-income communities in developing their own emergency plans. Cultural significance. The Chata tribe continues to preserve their cultural heritage, including their language, traditions, and spiritual beliefs. They are working to educate the public about their history and culture and to promote understanding and respect. Chief Elwyn Warhorse Gillum is chief of Chifuncta Nation and the chief of the Chata tribe. With prior conversations, the Cookin' with Chief host has stated the importance of reclaiming ancestral lands. The longevity of tribal identity, along with restoration and seeking justice, is part of the core values of what makes the Chata who they are. The Chata tribe wanted to extend a heartfelt thank you to the state officials of Louisiana, who took the time to respond to the call of assistance due to the cemetery being in such disrepair and neglect from the non-caretakers previously, to the point that some of the remains were coming out of their caskets and not resting in peace. Now they can again find the tranquility and care forever with those who are the original inhabitants. Chief Warhorse said as she explored the area from the ground level, she then asked for aerial views and immediately was astounded by the heart-shaped location. It was not only spiritually moving, but a clear symbol of the love that those voices wanted to share as reciprocity. The Black Choctaws, or Choctaw freedmen, is where they lied and said they were descendants of enslaved people of African descent, who were part of the Choctaw Nation in the 19th century. This is not true. They were POWs, prisoners of wars. The colonizers still keep promoting this slave narrative and everybody came from Africa narrative. They lie and say they were held as slaves by members of the Choctaw tribe.
Oh, okay, she cooking. Whoever she is, buddy. You know what I
Their
mean?
own people.
She's very well versed. She say they lie. And the freedmen. Yeah, damn.
Who were part of the Choctaw Nation in the 19th of that those voices wanted to share as reciprocity. Choctaw people of African descent who were century. This is not true. They were POWs, prisoners of wars. The colonizers still keep promoting this slave narrative and everybody came from Africa narrative. They lie and say they were held as slaves by members of the Choctaw tribe, their own people, primarily in what is now Oklahoma, and later became citizens of the Choctaw Nation after the Civil War. This is false. The $5 Indians were giving land by the U.S. government in Oklahoma to cover up the truth about the original dark-skinned Native Americans, who had been reclassified as Black, Negroes, and colored folks. Then they were reclassified as African Americans to promote the false slave narrative. They lie and say the Black Choctaw Nation was forcibly removed from the Southeast to Indian Territory. Present-day Oklahoma, during the Trail of Tears, their enslaved people accompanied them. This is a lie. The real Chata people never left their land. They forgot who they were and reclassified them as Blacks, Negroes, and colored folks. After the Civil War and the so-called emancipation of slaves from Russia, the Choctaw Nation, under the terms of the Treaty of Fort Smith, 1866, were robbed out of the rest of their birthrights. They moved the $5 Indians to Oklahoma and changed the name to Choctaw Nation from Chata. The Chata people are a daughter tribe to the Washita, Uwachita, and Chitimacha Nation. The Chitimacha Indians, who originally inhabited the Mississippi River Delta area of south-central Louisiana. The Washita, Uwachita, and Chitimacha Nation are a sovereign state of Native Americans. The Uwachita were a Native American tribe who lived in the lower reaches of the Uwachita River in northeastern Louisiana and along the Black River. They were loosely affiliated with the Caddo Confederacy. Their land is compassed from the coast of Georgia to Washington state, of 31 states of the middle of the USA to the Ouachita River. Also what is called the Louisiana Purchase.
Here we go. Getting into it. So, okay, so y'all know so United States bought Louisiana back. You know what I mean? Somehow they were wiggling and they got it back, something like that from the French. But, yeah, this is good. I like her narrative. This is good. Let's go.
The word Ouachita has been interpreted as big hunting ground in Choctaw and Silver Water in other languages. The name Ouachita, which is also the name of the river and the town of Ouachita, Oklahoma. The Ouachita people, a Native American tribe, lived in northeastern Louisiana along the Ouachita River. Their traditional homelands also included the Black River and the area around modern-day Monroe. The Ouachita River, Ouachita Parish, and the Ouachita Mountains were all named after this tribe. The Ouachita people primarily inhabited the area around the lower reaches of the Ouachita River and along the Black River, which is part of northeastern Louisiana. The Ouachita River, Ouachita Parish in Louisiana, and the Ouachita Mountains in Oklahoma and Arkansas were all named after the Ouachita tribe. The Ouachita Nation is a sovereign state of Native Americans within the United States. They assert descent from the Ancient Ones, the original inhabitants of North America, and hold the belief that they are not subject to federal, state, or municipal laws. The Ouachita Nation did not have a single name for the region before European contact. Their territory was marked by 4 prominent trees, as indicated in their oral history. Parish in Louisiana, and the Ouachita Mountains in Oklahoma and Arkansas were all named after the Ouachita tribe. The Ouachita Nation is a sovereign state of Native Americans within the United States. They assert descent.
Remember, y'all, Dodge the Native American. Now we know what that means. We are very knowledgeable. We know what they're talking about. The American Indians. They ain't descend from nothing else.
From the Ancient Ones, the original inhabitants of North America, and hold the belief that they are not subject to federal, state, or municipal laws. The Ouachita Nation did not have a single name for the region before European contact. Their territory was marked by 4 prominent trees, as indicated in their oral history.
When you write, your tone influences how readers respond. With Grammarly, just highlight your text and type how you want.
They may also be known as the Yesido. The French, who established trading posts in the area, encountered the Ouachita and adopted the name for the river and eventually the Parish people, Native Americans' line histories and territories. The Ouachita historically lived in the lower reaches of the Ouachita River in Louisiana and were related to the Caddo Confederacy. The Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians are a federally recognized tribe located primarily in Mississippi, with their tribal headquarters in Choctaw, Mississippi. While the Ouachita assimilated into the Caddo Nation by the 1720s, the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians have maintained their separate identity and are the only federally recognized Native American tribe in Mississippi. The Chata Indians, also known as the Choctaw, are a Native American people originally from the southeastern United States, primarily Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. They are one of the 5 civilized tribes and have a rich history of agriculture, trade, and warfare. The Choctaw have a long history in the southeastern United States, with ancestral homelands in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. They were known for their skilled farming and trading, developing large surpluses of corn and other crops. Choctaw culture has evolved over time, influenced by European and American interactions, but also maintaining traditions from their pre-colonial past. They are known for their strong matrilineal kinship system. In the new $5 Indian tribes, they have incorporated European American lifestyles into their society. The Choctaw are now represented by 2 federally recognized tribes, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma and the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. A significant part of Choctaw history includes their so-called removal from their ancestral lands during the Trail of Tears in the 1830s. Many Choctaw people were forced to relocate to Oklahoma, while some remained in Mississippi and other areas. Keep in mind this is game. We relocated them or misplaced game. They, the Chahata people, are still on their land. Today, the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, mostly made of $5 tribal members, is the 3rd largest federally recognized tribe in the United States, with over 225,000 tribal members, with most of them looking European. The Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians also has a significant population and cultural presence in Mississippi. The Choctaw, Choctaw pronunciation, Tizada, people are one of the indigenous peoples of the southeastern woodlands of the United States, originally based in what is now Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. The Choctaw language is a Western Muskogean language. Today, Choctaw people are enrolled in 3 federally recognized tribes.
Shout out to Chief Warhorse, man. Been dropping that info. Been dropping it long time ago. Beautiful too. It's crazy that she threw that picture up there to say, hey, well, not she. I know that's probably an AI speaking, but that's crazy that when they threw the picture up there and say that these Choctaw Indians now, the way they look European. That's crazy saying that, man. And then turn around and show a picture of niggas. Let's go.
Tribes. The Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, Mississippi, Band of Choctaw Indians, Gina Band of Choctaw Indians in Louisiana. Choctaw descendants are also members of other tribes. The Choctaw language belongs to the Muskogean language family. The Choctaw language was well known among the American frontiersmen of the early 19th century. In 1870, a Christian missionary and fluent Choctaw speaker, Cyrus Byington, published a Choctaw dictionary grammar of the Choctaw language. Revised editions include contributions from American historian Henry S. Halbert, who was also a fluent Choctaw speaker, and anthropologist John R. Swanton. Choctaw, or Cheta as it is called in the native language, is closely related to the Chickasaw language. Some linguists consider Choctaw and Chickasaw to be dialects of a singular original language. This idea is supported by Choctaw and Chickasaw origin stories, which both state that the Choctaw and Chickasaw people arose out of a singular ancestral people. The Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma currently offers courses in the Choctaw language. Choctaw is regularly spoken as part of daily life on the Mississippi Choctaw Reservation. Although Choctaw had begun to diminish in the 20th century, it remains a living language and in recent years has shown a resurgence among the people of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians, the Gina Band of Choctaw Indians, and the Yowani Choctaws. The written Choctaw language is based upon the English version of the Roman alphabet and was developed in conjunction with the Civilization Program of the United States in the early 19th century. Byington's alphabet and a version modified by John R. Swanton is seen here. The narrative of this remarkable group is a testament to the rich and intertwined histories of foundational Black Native Americans. Their story, however, is far from monolithic, with individual and family histories painting a diverse picture of their origins. They tell the lie that some foundational Black Americans became an integral part of the Choctaw Nation through the institution of slavery by the 19th century.
You want to build an app and have no idea how to code or where to start, check out Base 44.
They lie and say that the Chata, like many South, incorporated slavery economics mirroring structures of Southern. This adoption moved to assimilate into the Moorish European colonizers' culture, maintain economic stability, and wield political leverage against the pressures of Western expansion. You see, the thing is, we had no slavery over here before the Moors in the Americas. The Moors came up with the slave idea in 9 BC. We were over here 10,000 BC, yet it's crucial to remember that the Chata had their own pre-existing tradition of incorporating war captives either as POWs or adopted community members, a practice that predates and differs from Moorish European chattel slavery. But then there were other individuals of Black Indian descent like Mary Duncan, who traced their lineage within the Chata Nation to a time before the institution of slavery. In a 2004 interview, Mary Duncan, a member of the Chata Nation in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, stated that there were many Black Indians in the Americas before the arrival of the Pilgrims who had dark skin. She emphasized that their fight was for citizenship as Black Indians, not African Americans tracing their roots back to Native American ancestors rather than African ones. So these histories suggest that the relationship between foundational Black Americans and Native Americans was not solely defined by the oppressive bonds of slavery. Instead, it was also characterized by mutual social and cultural exchanges, and possibly early pre-Columbian contact between the two groups. So it's clear that the origins of the Black Chata Indians are far from simple, with a history that is rich and multifaceted. But before we get into the rest of this video, we want to take a quick second to tell you about our special Native American Chief School playlist. There were Black people in the Americas before Columbus. Stick with us on our knowledge-filled journey into true ancient American history. Dive deep into history with us and uncover truths that challenge. Click the link in the description for full Native American Chief School and grab your free classes. Now let's get back to the video now. Let's delve into the role of the Dawes Roll Commission in the late 19th century. This organization was established with a mission to negotiate with the 5 civilized tribes, including the Chata, to dissolve tribal governments and a lot of tribal lands to individual members, some who look like us, but wasn't us. In doing so, the Dawes Commission implemented a system that strictly categorized individuals as either Chata by blood or freedman. This binary classification disregarded the complex realities of mixed heritage and long-standing integration within the tribe. It failed to account for individuals like Mary Duncan, who traced their lineage to the Chata Nation long before the institution of slavery. This bureaucratic approach overlooked the nuanced histories of those who didn't fit neatly into these categories. It ignored the fact that many foundational Black Americans were the Chata Nation and had not become part of the Chata Nation through enslavement, but through pre-existing traditions of incorporating tribes. The Dawes Commission's policies extended far beyond land allotment. They effectively erased the multifaceted identities of Black Chata people's land and birthrights, reducing their rich histories to mere tick boxes on a form of paper. This lack of recognition had profound implications, leading to legal and social challenges that persisted well into today. The Dawes Commission's policies had lasting effects, leading to so-called legal robbery of Chata people's land. Despite the passage of time, the struggle for recognition and equality within the tribal nations continues to this day. For many descendants of the Black Chata, this struggle is often centered around the contentious issue of blood quantum and tribal citizenship. Historically, tribal sovereignty has been a pillar of Native American identity. But what happens when this historical tribal sovereignty clashes with the rights of descendants who may not meet the current criteria of blood lineage to be a $5 Indian? These descendants have historical and familial ties to the tribe that run just as deep. This is the reality for many Black Chata. While they can trace their lineage back to the original members of the Chata Nation, they're reclassified as Blacks, Negroes, and colored and beat over the head with the "you were a slave. You came from Africa on a slave ship, that's your heritage," which often means they do not meet the strict criteria set out by the created USA Corps' $5 Indian tribes. The slave narrative is false. This has led to a long-standing debate over the legitimacy of blood quantum as a determining factor for tribe membership. And yet, despite these challenges, the descendants of the Black Chata remain undeterred. They continue to fight for their birthrights, recognition, and place within their ancestral tribe. They continue to shed light on the nuanced and often overlooked intersections of foundational Black Native American histories.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full
While the journey has been complex and fraught with challenges, the descendants of the Black Chata Indians fight for their birthrights. If this, she said, all glory go to the Creator. It's an honor to be here today, but I love the theme, America Healing. But first, let's think about something. Where did America come from? Have it always been America? Or was it just created to be America? Who are the real Americans? America keep changing and changing and changing. Who are the real Americans? We were and are sovereign nations. Categorizing us beneath the multicultural umbrella obscures our status as sovereign nations and leads people to think that we want to be Americans just like everybody else. In some ways we do, and some ways we don't. For the most part, that multicultural umbrella is about people of color. We, indigenous peoples, might be people of color, but we are first and foremost citizens of sovereign nations. Some of us look the way people think Indians should look, but some of us don't. Some of us look like we ought to be called African American instead, and some of us look white. What we look like doesn't matter. Some might think that the "we are not people of color" statement is racist. I hope you see it isn't about race. It is about sovereignty. Any nation, the US or Canada or Spain, has the power to decide who its citizens are and what criteria they will use to make such determinations. We might not like the criteria and we can work to change that criteria, but until it is changed, it is pretty much what we abide by. Indigenous nations in the United States also have that power. Most people in the United States don't know that, because most people in the United States think we vanished, that we came to the end of the trail. We're still here, however, and when we see errors, some of us point them out. If you were in France and someone said something incorrect about the United States, you might speak up and correct that error. By the way, Chief Warhorse isn't the only person to correct that error. President Obama made an error too in his children's book wherein he writes about 13 groundbreaking Americans. Among those 13 is Sitting Bull. One of Sitting Bull's grandsons said emphatically that Sitting Bull did not consider himself American. That error is made a lot because people don't know enough about who we were and who we are. Given Racialicious's audience, I'm glad to see the conversation because having it creates the opportunity for knowledge to be gained and spread. Chief Warhorse has organized a group of the original Chata people who share the same fight for birthrights. They're trying to get recognized, but they've got a long way to go. As some people pointed out, it is a difficult process, but an important one. Among other things, it protects all of you from being ripped off by USA Corp. Do you know about the Indian Arts and Crafts Act? It is a federal law that says that items marketed as being American Indian must be supported by documentation that the maker is a citizen of a federally recognized tribe. There's a lot of pushback on that law because a lot of people who are native can't get enrolled due to the way that a tribe's criteria is laid out. It isn't fair, as many point out, but changes can be made to those criterions, and many tribes are making those changes, and many have other ways of recognizing individuals who don't fit the criteria for enrollment. The thing is, there's a lot of hucksters out there claiming American Indian identity. Do you remember when that Sacagawea coin came out? There was a group in the Midwest who said they were a tribe, and they marketed a small bag in which you could store your coin. When they were called out as fake, they had to return the money to people who bought those bags. I didn't bookmark the page. I'll look for it. But in the meantime, if anyone finds it, please let me know. And do you remember that group that said it was a tribe and was selling citizenship to people in other countries, particularly Mexico? Those individuals bought that citizenship and came to the US only to find out they'd been the victims of a fraud. Smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Lastly, for more information about the names and subjects mentioned in this video, get your links in the description for more related videos. Stay curious and keep exploring.
Man, shout out to young elder, man, for the video. That was informing. Man. That was some good information. You know what I mean? A lot already knew, but that was some good information. Keep up the work, man, on the shot top people. I wonder if those his peoples, or if he got something else going on. But yeah, man. But yeah, I'm gonna be the title. I'm gonna just switch it up, man, and damn, I really want to do this. I bill a day with Chief. Side, we're gonna get it in though. Really want to do that bill with him, man. Real knowledgeable brother. Real knowledgeable. Yeah, man. But I ain't come on for long, man. Been on for an hour. You know what? I'm gonna come back on later. I'm gonna come back on later, man, and I'm gonna do some reading. I got this one book which starts from the very beginning of what we would call the European or Spanish contact in North America. It starts from the very beginning, man. I'm talking about everything. It even got like the meetings with the chiefs. So I'm gonna get into that, man, because I'm gonna start bringing out these chiefs' names for y'all, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shout out to Chief Wobbin, man, of the Etowah. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm gonna come back later, man. Give me like about 3 hours, man. 3 hours, and you never know, man. Me and my sister Sharice might come back up. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. All day, every day. Y'all already know, man. We close out with this.
A lot of y'all be talking about that shit. Me and my nigga be really good, dog. Always keep it real, dog.
Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. Can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. Every day of my life, man, I gotta stay 100. That's just how it is when you coming where I'm from. Hey man, I rock my own clothes with my name on my shirt to let everybody know the L is the same and the B is for Blizzle. Yes, I make it snow, but just keep that on the Lizzo. My bloodline is filthy, most of us is criminals. The jack of all trades, but the master counting decimals. Sticky situation, so I keep my heat accessible. I'd rather your peeps than my peeps looking pitiful. It's crunch time. Hey man, I do this for y'all. Just in case you didn't know it, man, I die for my dogs. My only fear is counting too much money. The same cats that help me get it might try to take it from me. My deepest fear is goons pulling up beside me, ready to lick shots, pop, pop, and try to blind me. I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I came from a family where females were go-getters. Granddad was an alcoholic, grandma was a bootlegger. Hey man, that's where I got my hustle. Plus my Aunt Julia was never scared to bust ya. And Uncle Dan, he was a fool. He didn't care about too much. You smoke, you too. Taught us that drug dealers didn't last too long. That's why I put my all into each and every song. I see death around the corner. Lord knows, where will I be without Joanna? She helps me focus and keep my eyes on the prize. Man, your boy been hunted. Man, I put that on my life. And man, I'm just trying to live right. I know goons that was killers that committed suicide. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. You can take my breath away, but I'll never sell my soul. And I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. Can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. Man, I'ma keep it real until the day that I die. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no need to ask why. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100. I can't lie, and man, you know I keep it 100.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, before I go too, man, want y'all boys go check out the two builds I did on Sonetta, on Uncle Sonetta, man, on House of Consciousness. And I went up there the other day and built with them for a second too, on the Shinnecock Nation, you know what I mean? Look forward to another build with that. Getting deeper into the Shinnecock, man. Somebody willing to help find their roots and stuff like that, their indigenous roots, and want to learn about it, man, I have no problem with it. Very patient when it comes down to that, man. You know what? And to me, after you learn your American Indian history and your side and your greatness and stuff like that, and you still decide to say that you still African anyway and can't find none of it, I'm gonna tell you, man, you got a long way to go, man. But just remember this, y'all, and this is a great question to all of you African Americans out there. If you know, like we know, that they was white Africans, what African are you? Because you can't necessarily say you're the black African or the dark African because we're dark now over here. Nope, that ain't gonna work. We already was dark over here. We was dark. So what African are you? Do your research and find out what African are you. And with that being said, man, if ain't nobody told y'all today that they love y'all, just know your boy OTK love y'all, man. Peace. I'll be back about 8 o'clock.